Hi, my name is Laura, and today we're going to be talking about how a marketing agency can sign 3 to 5 new clients in 90 days over and over again without using paid ads or referrals. And this is going to be using an automated cold email strategy that you probably haven't seen before. So, I have two goals today. One is to show you how valuable an automated lead generation system can be, and two is to walk you through step by step how this system works so you can implement it into your own business so you can get new clients consistently. So, just some things to keep in mind before we get started. Disclaimer, we do offer this service, so it is in my best interest to try and convince you to work with us. Second is our approach is different than the typical way of getting leads. This will be done without lowering your prices, monthly retainers, paying for ads, or building out a sales department. And lastly, we do live in the age of automation. It's 2024, and automation generates wealth. So those who take advantage are going to come out ahead. So before we get started, my name is Laura, and I'm the founder of Velocity Prospects, where we get you qualified prospects quickly. And our goal is to take the inconsistency out of client acquisition. So there are a couple of pain points that marketing agencies face when they're doing client acquisition and doing business development. And one of them is having to rely on paid ads. Then the problem that agencies face relying on paid ads is that they're expensive. If they aren't optimized correctly, then you aren't getting the reach that you need to find your ideal customer. And the other issue you run into with paid ads is that there's no rapport built. There's no level of trust that has been built with your prospect to make them feel comfortable making a high ticket purchase. The other pain point that marketing agencies face is relying on referrals. And the problem with referrals is that they're inconsistent, right? There's no way to predict how many referrals you're going to be able to get. And if your goal is to try and scale your business, that presents a problem. So, how do we address these issues? What is the solution? Well, these problems can be addressed through an automated lead generation system that will consistently bring in high quality booked calls. And the emphasis really is on high quality. And I have a little bit of an equation here that gives a little bit of a visual of how this works. High quality booked calls times cost efficiency, which is your time and money, equals our cold outreach system. And if you set this up correctly, you will experience growth in your business. So, I want to give an overview of cold email because, to be honest, they do have a bad rap, and it's for understandable reasons. I don't think there's really one person who has an email that hasn't gotten a spam email before. And we're all familiar with spam because there are people that abuse it. So when people hear cold email, a lot of the time, the first thing that comes into their mind is spam because people send out unwanted promotions indiscriminately to consumers. So, yes, that is considered spam because it is unwanted and it's not targeted. But when we're talking about B2B with precise targeting, that's not the same. For example, I'm offering automated lead generation services to marketing agencies. So my targeting is precise and relevant to your business. So it's not considered spam. So people wonder, are cold emails effective? And it's a fair question because of the bad reputation that cold emails have. But if you're still on the fence about how effective it is, you're watching this video because of our cold email marketing campaign, which is proof in itself that this system does work. So, who is this system for? This system is for you if you're a marketing agency that provides B2B services for other clients. If you want to add an additional automated acquisition channel that allows you to generate 5 to 10 qualified sales calls a month. If you have the capacity to sign and manage 3 to 5 clients in 90 days over and over again. If you want to achieve your goals without investing in costly ad spend. If you want to achieve your goals without relying on referrals and their inconsistency, which is a reality. If you want to achieve your goals without spending hours every week on client acquisition. And if you want to achieve your goals without making significant upfront payments without guaranteed results. But again, this video is not for everyone. So this is not for you if you don't run a marketing agency that is B2B focused. You don't have the capacity to sign new clients. And if you don't think cold emails work or you think they're spamming. So now the fun part. I'm going to walk you through the process. And as you see how this process works, you're going to be able to see how it's kind of impossible to not book qualified calls doing this. But first, there are 3 general rules that need to be followed. One, we have to make sure that the emails are landing in the inbox every time. Otherwise, nothing else really matters. Two, scale volume to negate luck. So this is honestly a numbers game. The more emails that we send out, it's inevitable that people are going to convert. And 3, prompt personalized responses. As prospects respond and reply to our marketing campaign, there needs to be quick responses. And this is a way to warm them up and get them on to that sales call. So here's a little flow chart just so that you can get a visualization of how everything works. The first part of the system is finding leads. So the reason why it's important to do this step right is to make sure that all of the contacts are not only valid, but they're highly targeted and relevant, so there aren't any bounce backs. So bounce backs are when you send an email to an invalid email address, so then it bounces back to you. And if this happens too much, the email service provider can give your email accounts kind of like a bad reputation. So then your emails will be sent automatically to the spam folder or you'll be blacklisted. So maintaining that good reputation is really important. This is a very important step. So we're trying to figure out, who is my target audience? Where are they hanging out? When we're scraping for leads, again, we're going to be looking for these email accounts that are relevant to the niche that we're targeting. And then cleaning these leads. Again, we want to make sure that these email accounts are valid. Sometimes people will be at a company and eventually they'll leave, but their email will still be that. So we have to verify that all of these email accounts are still valid. And next we have the setup. So this has to do with really building out the infrastructure. We're going to be buying these domains and we're going to be buying multiple domains so that we can really send out a lot of emails at once. And then we have the deliverability setup, which is basically optimizing these email accounts so that they end up in the inbox and not in the spam folder. And then we have email warm up, which is a 14-day period. And it's necessary to do this over a 14-day period because if we start sending out hundreds of emails right off the bat, that's going to signal to the email service provider that these email accounts are likely spam and they'll be blacklisted or sent straight to the spam folder, and it'll pretty much just be kind of a waste of those accounts if they get that bad reputation. So this does have to be done over a 14-day period. And then we have the outreach copy. And this part is also really important for a couple of reasons. One, we're going to be creating your offer together. We want to make it so that it's too good for them to say no to. We also need to make sure that it's not too long, because if it's too long, people might look at it. They won't even want to bother reading it. We also want to make sure that the words that are being used are not going to trigger the email service providers to flag the email as spam. And next we have the email sequence. And this is where the automation process comes in. First, we're going to send out cold email, and then we're going to have 3 follow-up emails. And then we're going to have a breakup email because we don't want to keep sending emails if they're not interested. And if we did do that, that would be considered spam, and people will flag your account if they keep getting emails from you and they're clearly not interested. So we do have that first cold email, and then we do 3 follow-ups, and then we do breakup email. And this is set up so that we don't have to keep sending out each individual follow-up email. So this, again, is where the automation comes into this process. And then we have inbox management, and this is a pretty important part of our service that we offer. So no matter the response that you get, we're going to handle it. If it's negative, if it's positive, any questions that they have, we're going to be handling that. And we'll also be qualifying leads during this inbox management as well before they even get on that call with you. And now we have the video sales letter, which is, again, another really important part of this process. So with the video sales letter, you're now not just a person, a random person in their email account. You're a real person. They can see your face, they can hear your voice, and you're explaining your business, you're introducing yourself, and you're explaining your offer. And then we have the booked call. So the booked call at this point is a lot easier because in the video sales letter, you've already introduced yourself, you've already explained your company, you've already explained what your offer is. So once they get on the booked call, a lot of the hard work has already been done. And then if that booked call goes well, then you get yourself a new client. So as the campaign is going, we're going to monitor it and we're going to make iterations as needed because we operate on a pay per call basis. So we don't make money unless you make money. So our incentives, they're closely aligned. We want this campaign to go well. So we will be testing out different copywriting to see which one does best so that it can really be tailored to your specific service. So this was really just a high level overview of what we do. And if you, again, do have any questions, more detailed questions, you can go to the description box and book a call. So implementing this system, it's going to allow you to sign more clients consistently. So there are two options. You have option one. You can learn to do this by yourself. You can learn the skills, which includes how to find clients, email protocols, so your accounts don't get flagged as spam. You can learn email warming, learn copywriting, sales persuasion, learn how to automate the whole email campaign. The information is out there. You can definitely learn how to do this yourself. You can invest months into figuring out how to implement this system, expending your mental bandwidth alongside already running your company, pre-qualifying your own leads. And again, we will call the clients in advance to pre-qualify them. And also, if they don't show up or they aren't qualified to begin with, then we don't charge you for those leads. You could also figure it out as you go along through trial and error and then get mixed results because it is your first time doing it and it is a learning curve. Then there's option two. You could outsource the work and leverage our expertise. You could use our cold email expertise. You would save yourself months and thousands of dollars from figuring it out on your own. You would save your mental bandwidth by outsourcing the management to us, because that is a day-to-day thing that has to be dealt with. And then start building the system. That's something that we would do from day one. We'd book your calendar with high quality meetings every month and then snowball your company revenue as you start acquiring long-term clients. So your typical marketing service, the cost, they charge you an expensive monthly retainer regardless of what those results are. That could be thousands of dollars a month. The next one, cost, they charge additional fee to pay for ad services that they use. And that could add up to thousands of dollars extra. And then the risk, the results aren't guaranteed and they're still getting paid because of that monthly retainer. And then interest, they may not have your best interest at heart. They could be just booking you with low quality calls, which is honestly just a waste of your time. You already have enough going on trying to run your company, let alone having to spend time in meetings with people who were never qualified to begin with. And then quality, they might not just be reliable, they might be poor communicators and just not very responsive. And then we have our automated lead generation system and service. So cost, we don't charge a monthly retainer. We don't charge additional monthly fees since we're not using ads to generate these leads. And the risk, our results are guaranteed since we're paid on a per booked call basis. Interest, our incentives, they're fully aligned since we make money only when you make money. And then the quality, we pre-qualify these leads to make sure that they are highly qualified. So it's not a waste of your time. And then quality, again, we don't charge for no-shows or prospects who are not qualified, but we do make sure that we do ask that these calls are recorded just so that we can verify this information. And then quality, we offer a high quality communication, fast responses, weekly follow-up calls, and frequent updates as we go through each step of this process. So in closing, we're going to build out this entire system for you. This is one less leg of your company that you're going to have to worry about. So if you would like to book a call with us, the link to schedule is in the description box. Alternatively, if you want to just send us a quick reply back in the email, you could do that as well, and we can set up a time that way or just send you the link through the email. And again, this is a no pressure call. We want to make sure that this is mutually a good fit for you as well as a good fit for us. So there's not going to be a bunch of sales tactics trying to get you to sign up. It's just really a discovery call so that we could get to know your business and what your pain points are and see if we can help you. So at the end of the day, the desired outcome for all marketing agencies is the same: generate more revenue by signing more clients. And how do you sign more clients? By closing more sales calls. And how do you close more sales calls? You need more prospects to book calls with you. So it's really a very straightforward equation. So the reason our lead generation service stands out is because of the value that we provide, and it's concrete and it's immediate. It's not like SEO or paid ads where results they take time to materialize, and it's kind of a degree of uncertainty there, whereas our service is based on a performance driven model. So we guarantee high quality booked calls so you know exactly what you're getting: qualified prospects ready for conversion. Since we only succeed when you do, again, our incentives are fully aligned with yours. We focus on delivering high value leads that you can convert, which ensures that our impact is measurable and directly tied to your success. So you combine that with our commitment to providing excellent service, and we're confident that partnering with us will bring undeniable value to your business. Again, thank you for taking the time for watching today. And I hope you got some value out of this. I hope you found out how you can build out this system yourself, or if you would like to work with us. Our booking link is in the description, or if you just want to send us an email back. Have a good day.